Welcome to this edition of the First Aid Show. In this film we introduce you to Helen, our paramedic, with whom we've made lots of films for the First Aid Show. The first question we asked her was, what is a community first responder and how do they work with emergency services to provide help?
So there are community first responders, also known as CFRs, that give up their time voluntarily to come and help people in their community by providing immediate first aid, and they bridge the time between when the call is made and the emergency services can arrive on scene. They are wonderful people and give up lots of time, and they are a reassuring person for the family members or the relatives that are on scene, and they also take an AED to the scene and other basic supplies to make sure that they can stabilise the patient, keep them safe and provide that first critical steps, such as making sure the airway is secure, if they need to, providing oxygen or even doing chest compressions. CFRs come from all areas of the community. They often have other jobs, so they will book on to their shift and they will get dispatched from one of the control centres from the ambulance service. They often have community teams. They might have a hub where they receive training either from members of the ambulance service or they have their own trainers in-house. And they book onto a shift and they will be sent a job and they go and attend. And it's always reassuring to arrive on scene and know that you have one of the first responders there helping the family. The other thing is that anybody can be a first responder. So we often find that we'll have an intensive care nurse or an A&E nurse or off-duty ambulance staff that will respond as a community first responder. So they obviously have a higher level of knowledge, but they're still there on the scene just to provide emergency first aid. So when I arrive and I know that there's a CFR there, I'm just looking to see that they have done all of the basic primary survey and they're giving a very clear handover about the situation, who the patient is, what's happened and what they have done so far.